Hi Capricorn. Welcome to Opal Oracle. Anyone who's new, anyone returning, of course. Hi. Okay, Capricorn. Mid-December, right? There was a few messages that came to me when I was thinking about you. One is something about paying attention to the future. I mean, you generally do that anyway. You like future goals. You like being grounded in whatever it is that you're doing now. You prefer to ground you later, right? That to ensure that the process is going along. I mean, you're an earth sign, A, but B, I think that's just really natural for you, especially for those, you know, I've been wondering about this too, and I'm actually going to, it's a little bit of a side note, but 1 second, I want to make a note before I forget what I'm hearing. You know, the difference, say, between a Virgo being like, say, that's harvest time, right? But what if you live closer, you know, or farther away from the center of the earth, farther away from Antarctica, or the Arctic, rather, excuse me. You know, well, what does that mean for the sign in ways of the way that we perceive it, okay? Now, with you, Capricorn, and where I live, this is, your season is winter. You're about to get into the deep, dark depths of winter. Actually, January is like a really heavy month for a lot of people. Financially, because they push the holiday prior to that, and the other holiday prior to that, and then depending whatever your other, you know, religions are, or celebrations that you have, you know, everything sort of stops, you know, nothing's growing anymore, definitely it's starting to get colder, whatever. So there's something about that you're just thinking about now, and you're thinking about the future. You have 3 pentacles, you have 3 wands, and you have 3, we actually have 2 cups and 2 swords. But then you also have the star, which technically is Aquarius's card, so that's air, but of course it's all water. Okay? So you sort of have 3 pentacles, 3 wands, 3 cups, 3 swords. Which for some of you, you are thinking about you in combination with other people, okay, with the group. I generally find it cheesy when people say third-party situations, but you have like a lot of romance sort of cards here. The 2 of Cups is in line with the star. The 4 of Wands, the marriage card, is in line with the 2 of Cups, which is in line with the star. The star and the overall outcome is the Knight of Cups. So I guess we'll touch on that topic first. Usually I don't go with love, but I mean, this is pretty obvious here. What you know is that some of you know that you met your soulmate, that you met someone that that you want to make a life with, okay, really. And your strength during this time is that you can. Your strength during this time is the King of Pentacles. Technically this is Taurus, but of course this can be you, you know, any earth sign. And you, this is being your reading. Then you have your weakness, the Knight of Pentacles. This is what you think. The Page of Pentacles. So many, look at these court cards. 3 earth signs here, it's pretty strong. But your strength during this time is for those of you who were, and of course, I'm going to, the energies and messages ebb and flow. And this is probably how you're thinking about it too, is that like, okay, I have this relationship, right? I have this possibility of emotional fulfillment, something I've really been wishing for that is actually being offered to me, or will be technically offered to me in the future, and I know that within my body, okay? You're not sure about it within your mind. in some way or another, but you still know within your body, within your psyche, and technically like far away. Okay, there's something about that. Little light in here, huh? I love a nighttime reading, but daytime gives different messages. You know, like the crows don't talk at nighttime, and they fly silent. So, okay, Capricorn, back to it. You do want to rush something, okay? Like your mind, in a way, is trying to go faster than what you're able to do now, okay? And that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, where you're thinking about now, you're thinking about the future, how now affects the future. There's something about that in relation to not only your, it's an overall message. I don't have to be specific here, related as you may. Excuse me. But yeah, you can't, because what's happening here is that there's still some revealing, I heard, to be done. Okay? The message from your light side is that you can put your guard down about something, okay? Specifically speaking, you can start communicate, well, there's two messages here. Specifically speaking, well, I heard you don't have to be afraid. Your light side's also congratulating you in some way for letting your guard down and to actually start talking physically, outwardly, what it is that you want. And because you've been doing that, you're being granted something, okay? Your shadow side, which you never leaves you, it can be helpful or a hindrance. It depends how we understand what's going on and what those messages really mean. One of the messages, be careful what you wish for. It's across the board, and it is very, very true. Always be careful what you wish for. But I don't see what you wished for is necessarily bad, or what you're wishing for during this time is necessarily bad. I see that you want to be more honest in the way that you're moving forward in relation to this wish and the future outcome, okay? It's interesting the way that people are facing in this deck, in these cards. Okay, you also have a fire sign on the bottom with the wish card underneath that, another wish card, okay? And it just fell on the Four of Wands. So for some of you, you really wish that you want to be married to this person in some sort of way, some sort of contract, right? This is the cornerstones of something. Because technically, this is a soulmate card, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be in relation to work, you know, in relation to emotional understanding to what the situation is, but, I mean, generally it's love, but Capricorns love your work, you know, too. I know that you've actually dealt with a fire sign in the past that gave you a lot of flack and problems. I actually think that collectively there's a lot of people who have karmic relationships with fire signs. It's because of the heliocentric model, in my opinion on it, secondo me. But this also can be, because of course we all have fire, air, earth, water in our charts. There's something about the person that you're interested in, what you know, okay? That actually, because there is fire here, okay? And they could have fire in their chart strongly. Maybe it's like in their Venus, or, you know, something within their Earth sector. Maybe there's a lot of fire if this has to do more with work than it does with an emotional, love affair or that kind of beginning of relationship. Okay, all these cards just holy smokes, Capricorn. Well, for most of you, the first message I keep seeing, because there's obviously multiples, is about love, okay? Look at the cards that just came out for you. The Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Cups. I mean, well, there's such a duality with you this month, Capricorn, during this time, rather. Okay, and that's probably because there's other, I see, because there's so much energy, right? Three wands, 3 pentacles, 3 swords, 3 cups. Technically 2 cups and 2 swords, which actually makes sense, right? 2 swords, I need to make a decision about these 2 cups. Somebody needs to make a decision about these 2 cups in the future, okay? But I heard that when you wish upon a star song, you know that usually when you do that, you kind of just put it out there, then you forget. You know what I mean? You almost forget that you wished for that, however long ago. Now, with this message, the obvious first message. Now you have Taurus here twice, actually. This is also a card of marriage. Excuse me. Basically, the first message is that I saw was this. I just saw love, 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 honest, true, like secure, fulfilling, creative love. Really intelligent, also. Really creative, really intelligent, and the intelligence and the structure is what actually, like, makes this. And then there's also like this fun and this lightness, you know, like this guy and this guy, different, but lovely all the same. You know, that's what makes it kind of fun, is that it's not so I heard the word stagnant. Now, I also see that there's a strong, you will be victorious. Something about marriage, okay? Marriage is a contract. Contracts are ruled by Libra. They're in the 7th house, okay? This is Justice's sword. Okay, so there's something where someone, I heard, no longer views their particular contracts as successful anymore. It used to bring them emotional fulfillment, but now they realize that there needs to be some sort of closeout, right? Because the 10, although this is beautiful, wonderful, and to receive this and achieve this is absolutely stunning, great, lovely, family, togetherness, everything that could be emotionally fulfilling, depending on the sign, you know, it would be different things. But then the 10 also is a closeout because the 1 plus 0 is 1. And here's the ace right after it, which is fantastic. And then after that ace, here's this page. It's like, yes, sir, I will definitely take that. Thank you very much. Wonderful. 10, 11. And there's technically 17 cards here, and that's the star. Okay? And if we break that down, this card's ruled by the Strength card, okay? It's ruled by Leo's card. It's about having grace in a situation. It's about being able to withstand energetically within yourself what the situation really is, okay, until it actually comes to fruition. Because I see something coming towards you, okay? And I see, in essence, you will pick it up. And it will be fair, and it will be structured. It will be stable, okay? Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. It's interesting I did that. Obviously, there's a lot of emotion wrapped up in here, but Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And this just flipped out again. Like, wow. Now, technically, that would make 3 swords here now. Okay? Three swords and 4 cups. 3 swords and 5 cups. See, there's a big difference between the 2 of swords and the 2 of swords and the 2 of cups, and the 3 of swords and the 5 of cups. Okay? 3 of swords is about heartache. It's about despair. It's about hidden pain. It's about cheating. It's about lying to yourself and to others. Okay? For a long time, really, people generally don't know. I mean, energetically, I'm sure they know if they paid attention. But really, in the 5 of Cups is despair. The 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords really go together. And I feel like that's where you used to be at, Capricorn. There was a message, I tried to record your reading before, and there was a message about where you used to be, okay? Like, where you used to be. And how that sadness and that destruction, that brought you had to do that to be able to see, okay, what the situation is. Nice, look at that. I see you wished for it, to stop it. Okay? Whatever it is. That's a lot of cups. And then the Queen of Cups right there, bam. And then the Devil underneath that, controlling your emotions, okay? You not being in control of your emotions because you don't feel like you're supposed to, even though you are technically a water-earth creature. You're not just earth, you're water and earth. And then look, the strength of it underneath that. Okay? You can handle whatever it is that's dark. Okay? You're learning how to be more in tune with how it is that you feel, and to trust yourself, trust your your feelings or your intuition, okay, your inner waters. It's not necessarily your psyche. That fucks with you. That's your ego. You know what I mean? And sometimes the mind can get really out of control and push us into the opposing direction that we want because we feel unstable about something. And generally we're unstable because we didn't feel good about something, because we didn't get what we wished for. But the reality is we didn't get what we wished for because we needed to figure out what it was that was dissatisfying us so we could start living life the way that we want. You know? I know this is heavier than just this time frame. I always do that. I'm so abstract, aren't I? Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Let me see how long this is. 18. Okay, we're good. So, just want to look over this a second. Okay, the heart of the matter is someone, there's a waiting process, okay? Now, of course, we saw these messages about, I see really that fire sign back in the day. Just don't, I also see if you could have a fire sign in your life that's stressed out. I could also see that because sometimes she's an entrepreneur. She can be an independent business person. It doesn't have to be a fire sign. It can be you. And I can see that in a way, money's stressing you out, and so you're considering, yes, that's true. And don't worry, something's coming to a close. What is it? Good. Something's coming to a close, but it's probably not coming until March. Okay? I see the number 3 strongly. That also happened to be for Taurus. I feel like there's a message in there for you. Also, Taurus does rule the 2nd house of finances and, self-worth and material world, etc. And also the body, because Saturn coming back in your sign, it rules the body. Okay? That's health. It rules the teeth specifically, I believe. Saturn rules everything that is old. Okay, which is beautiful. They also rule the breath in. Okay, Saturn is, Jupiter is out, expansion. I learned that from Santos Bonacci. God, I love him. Ah, thank you. Thanks, Scry, for telling me about him. Look, that just popped out on its own. See? Because there's something about the exhale, and now you're starting to breathe in. Okay? Because that's what happens, right? Jupiter is a release. It's an expansion. It's also a release, like, finally. You know? And now we can fill ourselves. Hierophant on the bottom. Okay? Good. Now, so I see when it comes to love, when it comes to your feelings, so many swords just popped out. Well, there it is. But now with the sun. Okay? So for some of you, definitely, the pain of the past, energetically, something within here really does have to do with Leo. There's something strong about that fire. Could be a Sagittarius or some of these are general, but I saw Leo strong all year mostly. Yeah. Also something that happened between August and December, or just no. Well, I'm reading it backwards in a way. So for some of you, there was a situation that happened between August and September. I keep saying that. That's weird. I'm trying to say December, but obviously August, September is huge and is the main message. There was also, for others of you, there's something that happened between December in March. I see the number 3 again. I see the number 14. Number 14 breaks down to the 5. Okay? That's the Hierophant. That's about faith. I guess in a way, whatever it is, it's interesting. Let's see where they're going real quick. Oh, I want to use this deck. I hope it doesn't run out. Let's see. There's a lot of people looking to the right, okay? So, they're all ready for it. I also see your message from your strength right now is for you to continue, the way you feel is that you are learning. And you are, okay? So continue to do so. Just continue to look at whatever it is that you are looking at that's about to be physical in your life. There's the King of Pentacles twice now. Interesting. This one's beautiful. Just keep looking at it as it's a blessing that you are holding in your hand to be able to learn what it is that you're learning about right now. So take the time to, you know what, you're slow and steady, so let's look at what's rushing you so that you don't rush. Okay. Ten of Pentacles with the Strength card on top of the Star. Fine. Beautiful. Beautiful. It shows me by next year this time, you are going to be in a completely different position. It's going to be so fruitful, okay? So fruitful and so passionate, okay? It's like what you've been wanting. Long time. To stop you from pushing into the past, you receive the Temperance card again and the Tower in reverse, right? Beautiful. That means A, Temperance. This is the Alchemist card. This is Sagittarius's card. It's about patience. It's about not being worried about where you're at, just enjoy what it is I heard that you have now. And know that you are not where you used to be. Okay? Because this is 16, this is 14. Okay? You subtract those, you get the High Priestess. That's about your dreams. That's about your intuition. That's about your inner knowing. Okay? And you have a lot of, I feel like even, there's water here. Okay? There's something that's ending. I also see, for some of you, part of this, again with the 10, is that part of the wish is that you want to close this out, okay? And find that new road to walk down, either with someone that has Leo qualities and or away from a Leo, okay? Like, you don't want it anymore. It doesn't... You're separating yourself. I see that. Which is good. Great. Alright. Love you, Capricorns. You lovable Capricorns to you. Just for fun. Look at that. 3 of Swords in the reverse. That's what this horse is looking at, okay? Now that card, we talked about it almost the whole reading. It's not here anymore, okay? Don't worry about it. You're not where you used to be. The Sun. Bam. It's just, this is an in-between month, okay? It's just about you staying, just keep it steady, okay? Peace out.